Hello and welcome to Türkiye Talks. This week we are going to talk about Pakistan and Turkish relationship, plus what's going in Pakistan. I'm joined by Mübashir Zaıdı. He's a very well-known journalist in Pakistan. Thank you for joining us, Mübashir.
Thank you so much for inviting.
Actually, we do it together with Kadir Üstün from Washington, but he couldn't join us this week. But we will talk about in detail the relations between two countries. So you have been following this relationship for a long time, I believe. But recently we have seen that the relations is improving, especially also in the security field. Most recently, Turkey has sent a new built ship to Pakistan. What is the perception of Pakistan, and what are the my main question, what are the basics of this relationship, especially in the security field? How do these two countries come together in security field?
Well, Pakistan and Turkey relations, obviously we are celebrating the 75 years. So the good thing about this relation is that be it in Turkey or be it in Pakistan, every government that has come since last 75 years has always kept a bond that is beyond friendship. I mean, the kind of cooperation that we've seen has been unprecedented between the two countries, and both nations love each other. In terms of security, since Turkey has been doing great strides in the past, and has been helping Pakistan in all such deficiencies that Pakistan may have on its security paradigm. What we have seen with the Milgam ship, the third of the given to Pakistan earlier this month, it's a manifestation of the growing security relationship that Pakistan is having with Turkey. Pakistan, obviously, is a country that is bordered with Afghanistan, which is unstable, and with Iran and with India. So Pakistan's security needs, whenever Pakistan has sort of faltered or Pakistan has needed any help, Turkey has been at the forefront to help Pakistan, whether in terms of providing helicopters to Pakistan, whether in other fields, and now these naval corvettes, which was necessary for Pakistan Navy that has been needing such warships for a long time. But since Turkey has done great strides in defense capabilities, so I think Pakistan bond with Turkey has further strengthened with this. And as you know, that Turkey's interest vice versa to Pakistan Mushak aircrafts has been there as well. We have several security pacts over the past few decades, and this relationship in the security field is going on and on.
Maybe for our special viewers in Turkey, I'd like to ask you about the general international situation in subcontinent. We know that China is now looking for building a new Belt and Road project. So Pakistan is one of the key partners. Maybe Turkey is also in the middle corridor. Recently, Turkish president was in meeting with Turkmenistan and Azerbaijani leaders. So this region, do you think, is getting more and more crucial, important for world politics, world trade? Can you explain where Pakistan sits in this new equation? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, yeah. So Pakistan's geographical location, it's itself with close proximity with China, and with CPEC now almost getting completed, has given it this corridor so much importance that many countries are now joining the CPEC project. But Turkey, again, being what has Turkey achieved in terms of diplomatic successes over the past few years. What we have seen has come out as a global leader in terms of whether it's crisis solution, whether it's helping out countries with trade, defense capabilities, and whatever we've seen in Ukraine conflict, the Green Deal that the world is appreciating. UN has been owning it up, saying it's a Turkey-led initiative. So I think this bond that is from the corridor to the whole region is now coming out together in terms of cooperating with China, which has emerging obviously as a big power now, at par with the US. So I think all those, and Turkey has helped, by the way, Pakistan in further bonding their relations with the Central Asian states, particularly the Turkic ones. And so this trade corridor is going to be a leading corridor, you may not say in 10 years' time, but over times to come. What we are going to witness is a complete change in the way the trade was happening before, and this corridor, and with obviously Turkey coming in SCO and other international big alliances already, they are a part of the NATO. So I think the influence of Turkey in diplomacy is giving some sort of importance to the region, and the way as Pakistan and China are working on the CPEC, the Belt and Road project, I think it will further go towards Turkey and will become a leading corridor.
What is the extent? What can be the extent of this cooperation between the two countries? Having said that, these two countries sit in a very important geographical location. Turkey is playing part between north and south, west and east. Pakistan, similar situation. It is the corridor which enables China to reach the deep ports of in Gwadar port, for example. So these are important outlets for China. But at the same time, we know that the United States has also concerns in this region. We know Afghanistan was under US radar for a long time, 20 years. They spent a lot of money and even manpower. So they left, but they still have concerns in that part of the region. So they, in a way, try to contain China. We know that in US national strategy, China is one of the countries which the United States see as a defense problem. So in that conflict, to what extent Turkey and Pakistan can go together? To what extent? Okay, now there are military arms sales. Pakistan is a nuclear power. Do you think there can be a cooperation in that field as well? Because at some point, probably Turkey wants to have kind of know-how, at least in the future. What do you think about that?
Well, first of all, we have to understand the situation, because when US left Afghanistan, obviously we knew that US influence will go down in this region, and we'll have more Chinese influence, and as well as countries like Pakistan, which has a geographical link with Afghanistan, China, Iran, and to the other extent with India as well. So in this case, right now, the US influence is diminishing from this region. Yes, its concerns remain the same, but the kind of influence that it used to enjoy in this region are now diminishing. So that gives an opportunity to countries like Pakistan, and for that matter, why I sort of say Turkey has already proven over the last at least 10 years, what we have seen in global conflicts, that it has come out as a front runner to resolve crises, or if not to resolve, even to facilitate both the sides engage in a conflict, to enable them to go towards at least some sort of a respite or resolution eventually. So that has great lessons for us in Pakistan to learn as well. The way Turkey has excelled in diplomatic ability to resolve the conflicts. So now in the region, with US almost subletting its influence to India, I think this is the chance where Pakistan, Turkey, China could actually form a new bloc to resolve issues in the country, where obviously Afghanistan is still unstable. We know the kind of problems that they are in, but they are also looking towards Pakistan, China, and Turkey to help them out in their grave crisis. So this is, yes, it's a crisis, but it is an opportunity as well for China, Turkey, and Pakistan to not only increase their influence in the region further, as well as to increase its footprints in terms of trade cooperation, defense cooperation, and in other fields. So in this way, I think this is a window that has opened for all the three countries that we've just mentioned, and Turkey and Pakistan having a bond, and Pakistan having a bond with China as well as a bigger bond with Turkey. They can avail this opportunity to make a new influence in a region which has long been in turmoil since the US has been interfering in Afghanistan and to an extent with Iran, as well as their influence in Gulf. You've seen the Chinese president's visit to Saudi Arabia. So the influence of US is diminishing fast. So this has provided an opportunity for countries like Turkey, Pakistan, and China now to take as a global leaders to influence, not only influence, but resolve the conflicts that have been plaguing the region for decades.
Yeah, Turkey and Pakistan is celebrating the 75th year of diplomatic relations, which is great. This time, I mean, these 75 years, we have seen lots of problems within their countries, not in bilateral relations, but in Turkey, also in Pakistan, lots of political issues took place, and probably part of it is related to what you have just mentioned, because these are two important countries. So all the time, different powers are trying to play a role, and you said American role is diminishing in part of the. So you probably know much more about the situation in Pakistan, because when there is political problems in, for example, in Pakistan, it's a concern for Turkey. When it's happening in Turkey, it's a concern for Pakistan. Can you tell a little bit about what's going on in Pakistan? Recently, we know that the former Prime Minister had to resign, and we have seen an assassination attempt on his life. But still, the political struggle is going on. Where is it going right now? What is the situation in Pakistan? Can you brief us a little bit about it?
Well, yes. Situation is in Pakistan is obviously the biggest challenge remains its economy, which is not stabilizing because of the pressures that the whole world may be having in terms of price hike, in terms of other problems. But the problem with Pakistan is right now is political instability. As you mentioned, the assassination attempt on former Prime Minister Imran Khan. So we've seen this instability affecting Pakistan since, I think, 2016. And that has been going on. That the party that comes to power, the opposition parties would start rallies, and that would affect the economy in a manner that once political instability will be there, there will not be an economic instability. And that has been the biggest problem. Pakistan is battling between improving its economy as well as to ensure political stability, which is not coming. And we know there have been calls for early elections there. Now they're going to happen next year anyways. So all the political parties, I think, need to sit down, since they all know that the elections are coming, maybe, 3 months, 6 months, or at max 8 months down the road. If they sit together right now and focus on economy and have an agreement between them that, okay, we will not fight with each other till elections, because ultimately elections will be the barometer of what people want in terms of electing their rulers. So if that happens, so Pakistan's economy will improve. But right now, what we are seeing is that opposition party led by former Prime Minister Imran Khan is still pushing the government to hold early elections, which may not seem likely. But there's no harm if the government also thinks that maybe, they can hold elections, not even early next year, but at least by the middle of next year, to end this political instability. Because ultimately, Pakistan right now is also divided between the followers of Imran Khan as well as the followers of other political parties. So this polarization, which we've seen in even in US, is not good for the economy. So right now, I think political instability coupled with economic problems is the biggest issue in Pakistan, and people are very concerned about it.
And most of the times, people forget easily. When you talk about economic problems, we should also remember that there is one of the biggest flood disasters took place in Pakistan. I think 1/3 of the country was affected from that.
Yeah.
Do you think this will be part of the story, part of the problem? And is there enough support to Pakistan from international community, or it is totally forgotten?
Well, I think floods, as you mentioned, has also added to what we are witnessing now in terms of economy, because what floods had done is not only making millions of Pakistanis homeless, but also affected the crop and the output in terms of whether it's cotton or it's wheat. Pakistan is facing the shortage, and they have to rehabilitate these people as well. There have been calls for helping Pakistan in terms of how it copes with the flood situation, post-flood situation. But right now, still, I think it is also a major contributing factor to what economically we are facing in Pakistan, in terms of whether it's the food crisis or the price hikes that have disturb the people and disturb the economic indicators as well. So we have to downgrade all our economic indicators because of the flood situation and climate change. As you're aware, Pakistan is one of the most affected countries in terms of, it comes in the top 10 countries affected by climate change as well. So that's why I was insisting that if Pakistan's political parties could sit down and charter or chalk out a roadmap to how to address the economy and go towards elections and let people decide who's going to win that, then I think the people will also feel better in a manner that they would think that all these political parties also care about them as well when they're homeless, rather than fighting with each other or holding political rallies as well. So I think there's a growing demand in Pakistan by the people that all political parties, be in government or opposition for now, should forget, focus on the people's problems in rehabilitating the people, hundreds of thousands of people who are still on the roads or living in makeshift camps, first to rehabilitate them and move on with new elections.
We talk about negatives and problems.
Yes.
What about the positives? I mean, Pakistan is a huge country. It has a big population, human resources wise. You have, I mean, in Pakistan, Pakistan has a great potential. Also, economy, we have talked about the Gwadar port, the relations with China, its geographic location, its proximity to the major sources, natural resources. So what is the potential of Pakistan? Can you explain a little bit about when the problems have been sorted out? What can Pakistan do? How it can contribute to the region?
Well, Pakistan, as you said, and I was reading the Goldman Sachs report which says that Pakistan can be the 5th or 6th largest economy in the world by 2075. So if Pakistan would chalk out a strategy with its human resource and primarily in terms of technology as well as computers, I think we have a great potential. We have universities that are every year they are students are graduating from there. They're finding the places, and even I tell you that they admire Turkey not only for obviously the bond that they're having, but the kind of strides that Turkey is doing in terms of its IT and technology. So a lot of Pakistani students are actually coming to Turkey to learn the digital explosion, as we say, in positive ways, that it has created these opportunities where a lot of Pakistani youth, as you might be aware that over 60% of Pakistan's population is youth. So there is an opportunity that if Pakistani government and the state would give this kind of platform to all these young people to connect them with the world, particularly with friendly countries like China, Turkey, or in Middle East as well. So there is a huge potential. So Pakistan can move forward, and inshallah, as a Pakistani, I am an optimist. I believe that yes, there is a huge opportunity for Pakistan to move forward. Yes, we know there are problems right now, but we've seen, our friends who have come out of such problems, the friendly countries or other countries in the world. So if Pakistan could play its card right and use its human resources in a well-mannered way. And I think the biggest problem with Pakistan is still after the floods, there are a lot of children who are homeless, who cannot now go to school. So there we've seen makeshift schools being camped in flood-affected areas. We've seen this thing happening, but Pakistan needs to also improve its education system, where millions of children are still out of school. So we have to go back to the basics to make a process where Pakistan would go further from here, and there will be no slide. So this is the time that if going forward, as we all know that next year the pressures of inflation would be coming down and the economies are going to improve. So it gives an opportunity for Pakistan as well to, with its human resource, that they can go towards the path of prosperity and development.
Mübashir, thank you very much for your time and your contribution. Thanks for joining Türkiye Talks. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for inviting.
With this, we came to the end of this week's program. Hope to see you next time.